guys! So today I'm going to do some alcohol inks on a tumbler. So if you have alcohol inks, here's another cool thing you can do to use them, is you can paint a pretty alcohol kind of abstract on a tumbler. There is another YouTube channel called Pixie Dust Glitter and Company that did a video, and she did an amazing job. She shared it with everyone, so it's just kind of a continuation. I'm going to try it myself, and because I have alcohol inks and I'm having so much fun creating tumblers, I don't know if you can hear my puppy snarling in the background there, but I figured I'd give it a try. So I sanded my tumbler first. This is a 20-ounce stainless steel tumbler, and then I spray painted it white. So then it's got a nice good coat of white on it. I just have it on the turner so it'll hold it. That way it'll make it a little easier for me to video. And let's give it a try. So with this one, I'm going to do one side with the alcohol ink, and then the other side I'm going to use glitter. So we'll keep going with that, but I think it should be a really pretty blue kind of tumbler. I have my isopropyl alcohol. I put it in my Lowly Beefy bottle just so I can add little bits of it onto the tumbler. So absolutely love these bottles. They're super versatile. You don't only have to put paint in them. You can also put like isopropyl alcohol. I also put my Liquid X Gloss varnish in them. Super versatile. I'm laughing at my dog, I'm sorry. He's being ridiculous. So there's links in the description if you want to check it out. You get 10% off if you your entire order for Lowly Beefy with my code JENN10, so if you want to check that out. And today I'm going to use some alcohol ink from Jim Holtz. This one's called Monsoon. I also have Glacier. I can't remember which one was more intense, but we'll just try it and see how it goes. And I have a paintbrush to kind of move the isopropyl alcohol around. So a nice part about these paint bottles is I can just open it a little bit to get a little bit out, or you know, I don't have to have it open all the way. So first off, I'm just going to put a little bit of alcohol ink on there. Whoops. You can almost paint with it, really, you know. And she was just saying, you know, you just kind of chase it around and stuff. So that's kind of cool. I might even put a bit more and so this is a little bit harder to do, I guess, on a where I can't turn it so much to how I want to chase the alcohol ink around. And I'm thinking if I kind of do this, it'll kind of, I can fade it out, if that makes sense. So you don't need very much of the alcohol ink at all, per se. Just a little bit, really. Most of it's probably going to end up dropping over the sides, I see. I'm just going to do a little bit of a painterly effect and see how it goes. I'm not minding this color. I'm going to see, let's add some of the, this one's called Glacier. I think this one is just brighter. Oh, and their new bottles are kind of hard to get open sometimes. There we go. Let's see. Oops. See how we can. Oh, well, I just did that. Totally just playing around, guys, and making a mess, but that's okay. I do like how it's coming. Like, I like how it's kind of beating up against one side. Not too sure that I wanted this bright blue in there. Well, maybe I'll keep it. Now I can just keep adding some of the isopropyl alcohol to kind of dissipate the color and make it really go towards the edges, if that makes sense. So I let this dry fully, let all the alcohol evaporate, and then I gave it a quick coat with some Krylon Crystal Clear just to protect the alcohol ink, and hoping it stays in place and nothing smudges when I go to put resin on it. But my plan was to do half with the pretty beautiful alcohol ink, and the other side I wanted to do with glitter. So I have this beautiful ice rink glitter from Glitter Babes, and that's what I'm going to cover this side with. I think it's going to look really pretty. This does have a tiny bit of like a pink shimmer to it, but not too bad. So it's got more blue than anything, I'd say. So we're gonna go with that, but I have to tape off. I already have my resin mixed up. I gotta tape off the sides so that it's equal. So I'm just gonna use some basically painter's tape. This was like I think a cancer funded one. And I'm gonna try not to stick it on itself. There we go. So I'm gonna line up the edge here, go straight up and down. I mean, you can go at an angle too if you wanted to. You could do any kind of different way you like. I'm going to go right there. And now what I want to do is I'm trying to protect the alcohol ink side from getting any resin on it. Beautiful. I'll probably do the bottom with glitter, but for right now, just trying to line that up so it's nice and straight, pretty straight. Now I also got to do that on this side, right about here. So I'm going to grab another piece of painter's tape, and like you can go directly across from it, but I think I'm just going to, because I'm just going to put a name where the white glitter is. So that's why I did such a large area with the alcohol ink, because the area with the glitter is just going to have a name, so it doesn't have to be, I didn't want it to really be half. There we go. That worked pretty good, except for right here. Kind of line that up better. There. Perfect. So it's not perfectly half. It's kind of on the back side of it, but it should be good. Okay, now I'm gonna apply the resin to this side. And I just mixed up some clear resin. You could use Mod Podge or spray glue, but I'm just going to use the resin method. And then what I'll do is I'll peel off this tape before the resin's cured. And you don't need very much resin, you just need a very little bit really to get it tacky. That's all you need. And the tape is what's going to protect my beautiful painting of the alcohol ink on that side. So I just cover this all up with a really thin layer of resin. So you'll see when you put resin onto alcohol inks, if you don't seal it and you were to move it around with your fingers, look, it smudges. So just something to know for when you're covering your tumbler. Alright, hope that stays in place. Take this off so I can open the bag of glitter. Super pretty ice rink glitter. And I have a piece of parchment paper down just so that it will catch all the glitter. Now I'm seeing that I probably should have painted it white before putting the glitter on. Good things to know though, for when you're doing your own. If you want this side to be white, paint it first before applying your glitter. Because I can see the alcohol ink through this glitter. But I'm already going with it. Okay. That is looking really pretty. Just gonna stick this in here into some of it. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry fully. I don't mind the stuff coming through, but yeah, I probably should have painted it white first. I'm going to take the tape off. And there you go. You get a nice clean edge, just so you guys can see. That looks pretty cool. So that's gonna have to dry overnight. Whoops. So I went and spray painted it after taping it, and you're gonna see I actually spray painted it like twice, and the alcohol ink is still showing through, which is kind of interesting. So for some reason it just keeps seeping through the white that I sprayed. But it's light enough that I don't think it'll be too bad when I apply the glitter. So I'm going to take the tape off, and basically I want to do it while the spray paint is still wet so that I get a nicer sharp edge, I guess. And I don't want it to stick too much to the good side of the painting. So the tape hasn't actually been on very long. You'll see that some of the bronze comes off when I remove the painter's tape, or the gold. But not too much, so it's not too bad. I really love this magenta pink. Now this, to get a nice clean sharp edge, just pulling it back, just like so. So you can see, get a nice clean sharp edge. That's where I'm going to put the resin and the glitter. I'm obviously going to have to tape it again, but I didn't want the tape to sit on this painting for too long. So just removing the other side. All right. And there you have it. Now the paint's still wet, so I'm going to let it dry fully. I might spray another coat of clear over the whole thing before applying the resin and then the glitter over top of this strip where I'm going to put the vinyl name. But overall, the rest of it's looking really beautiful. So let this dry, we'll come back and we'll do the glitter. So as you can see, I added a layer of glitter onto the painted strip that I put on this one. I did the same thing I did for the blue one, just put some resin, had retaped it, and you can still see the pink alcohol ink through the glitter, just like the blue one, but I actually don't mind it anymore. I kind of enjoy that it broke up the white and it wasn't too stark. So I'm just going to roll with it. I'm trying to zoom in here to show you guys a close-up. But I don't mind it so much. I think it looks kind of good. I think with the blue one, I probably should have put a layer of white paint. It would have made it a little bit more subtle. So that's okay though. It's not too apparent on this blue one through the white. And basically, all I did is, with both of them, after the glitter was applied, I put a layer of resin, let that dry overnight. I added the name of the people that I'm giving these to for Christmas. That's why I'm not showing the names. And I put that over top of the white area, and then I just put another layer of I put another layer of resin to finish off the beautiful alcohol ink tumblers, and I think they look pretty awesome. So I just wanted to say a huge thank you to everybody for subscribing, watching, liking, commenting. I really greatly appreciate all your love and support, guys, and thank you so much for checking out my Amazon links in the description. There's no extra cost to you, and they help me out greatly. You guys rock when you use them, so I greatly appreciate it. And I hope you guys enjoy playing with your alcohol inks, and I'm trying to do a whole bunch of fun stuff for you to do with them. We had the ornaments. This is a tumbler you can work on. So don't be afraid to try different mediums, and I look forward to some more craftiness with you guys. So have fun creating, guys.